morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are having a fantastic day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Parker Nierenstein, and this is Vehicle Virgins. I haven't given the Speciale Aperta enough attention on film recently. I've been driving her everywhere, even in the rain. It was pouring rain the other day, but figured, gotta bring her back to the vlogs. I hope you guys enjoyed my auto show video. I've actually gone to a bunch of BMW dealers since then, trying to find an allocation for a new X5M. The color options I'm thinking are absolutely insane, but a little update on my leg. So for those of you who missed the race day video, I injured my leg. Alex Choi offered to give me a ride to my car, which was awesome. We went in this electric cart with a trailer on the back, hit a turn at like 10 miles an hour. The rear trailer rolled onto my leg and caused it to be sprained pretty badly. Now, I couldn't walk for about 3-4 days. I couldn't put any pressure on my leg whatsoever, but thankfully, I woke up on like day 4 or 5 and I was able to start moving on my foot. But before we take the Ferrari out for a spin, let's go over to the E63 because it's got a check engine light on. So as you guys know, my car wasn't running quite right, so we replaced the spark plugs and it fixed it for a little bit. Now I'm praying that it's not this recall notice that I've been seeing posted on the forums. Apparently with these E63s over time, the new generation ones are getting leaks in their intake manifolds, and it's a big deal to replace it. Causes it to run rough and shake exactly like it's doing, but we've got something really handy that's gonna help us out. Thankfully, I have Carly, the OBD2 sensor and app that gives you unlimited control of your car, can allow you to check fault codes, can allow you to customize features of your car, and even check odometer fraud. So thanks so much, Carly, for sponsoring today's video. Let's check out what's wrong with the E63. All plugged in. The coolest part about their new adapter is it works on any car. Before you had to buy one specifically for BMW. Now if I want to use that adapter for the E63, for the Ferrari, for the McLaren, or for your friend, if your friend's car breaks down and you need some help, you can bring out Carly and save the day. Well, that doesn't look very good. Engine and transmission mount issue. Oh boy. Well, that's certainly not the issue I thought was going on. Carly understands the car, and it tells you the severity of the issue, which means, yeah, I probably shouldn't drive this car, so we should probably take the Speciale. Seriously, guys, if you own a car, you need an OBD2 scan tool, so click the link in the description below and get yourself Carly. It's worth it. All right, I think it's time for a canyon run in the Speciale. So I've been asked a lot recently, what car do I like more, the Speciale or the 600 LT? And that was a much easier question to answer before the 600 LT. Well, actually, it wasn't that easy of a question, but it was an easier question when the 600 LT wasn't tuned. The Speciale is so beautiful. I mean, just walking around the car, looking at it in the sunlight, it's filthy right now, but the way the triple layer yellow paint shines like gold, it's just a breathtaking car. And something about being behind the wheel of it just makes you feel special. It actually does feel like a special car in the driver's seat. It drives fantastic. The steering wheel is awesome. The linear power band, obviously, because it's naturally aspirated, is incredible. That being said, the 600 LT, that insane amount of power, yes, it has a tiny bit of lag because there's turbos, so sliding this thing around, drifting this car, much easier. Maybe someday I'll post a video of that, I'm not sure. But overall, I mean, looks-wise, I think I gotta take the Speciale, but to drive that 600 LT is so on rails, has so much grip, and is so fun around the track. I think that's my choice. That being said, this is the closest second to any car I could possibly imagine. All right, we got something to talk about. Let's hop inside. All right, boys, I think for audio reasons, we'll put the top up on the car. Fire this up first. I've also noticed a lot of you guys commenting about a check engine light on the Ferrari. When the Ferrari starts up for about 10 seconds, I'll pull my camera out, on the dash, it has this check engine light, and then it goes out. All right, come on, go out. Maybe I have to be driving. Nope, there we go, and it's out. So yeah, the car doesn't have a check engine light. I wouldn't drive this thing around with one, obviously. All right, yeah, so I'm buying a Tesla truck. talk about it. Man, with the top on, it's so much more boring. I guess with that rear window though, all right, it's fixed a little bit. But man, this car, I mean, I'm sure that the coupe drives a little bit better because it's got that less weight, more structural rigidity, but man, the open top experience of this and being able to hear that V8 with the top down, something else. All right, guys, the new Tesla truck. It's called the Cybertruck, and it is the most controversial design of any car since the Wienermobile. It honestly looks like a 4-year-old tried to draw a cheese wedge, painted it silver, put some wheels on it, and called it good. And the design is so forward-thinking, or backwards-thinking, I'm not really sure at this point, that literally nobody has any idea what to think of it. Is the Cybertruck cool-looking? I guess it's cool. Is it ugly? It's also probably ugly. Is it beautiful? Definitely not. But it's so futuristic and so unique looking. That's why I like it. Honestly, think about that car legitimately out on the road with all the other normal cars. It's gonna stand out like absolutely crazy. And I'm picturing it with some off-road suspension, with some crazy wheels and tires. I think it would be pretty cool. So for those of you who don't know anything about the Cybertruck yet, ooh, some nice bikes going by. I was gonna do this video sooner after the reveal, but because of my foot, I couldn't drive around. So now we're here. It's actually really, really affordable for what it is. The Cybertruck starts at $39,999. And if you think about, I believe the average new car price today is about $37,000, $38,000. For it to be an average priced vehicle that's all electric and the base model single motor rear wheel drive is able to do 0 to 60 in under 6.5 seconds is pretty damn impressive. Then we move on to the dual motor all wheel drive version. So it's got a motor in the front and the rear. That's able to do 0 to 60 in under 4.5 seconds, and its towing capacity is over 10,000 pounds. I think that's what's impressive to me, is seeing these electric cars finally able to tow. The Model X only had a towing capacity of just under 5,000 pounds, which, to be honest, if you're trying to tow a reasonable vehicle with a trailer, that's not going to happen. But with 10,000 pound towing capacity, you can. And then there's the one that I want, the triple motor car that starts at $69,999. 0 to 60 in under 2.9 seconds for a truck and a towing capacity of over 14,000 pounds. So what's cool about it? What's unique about it? Obviously, it looks different than everything else. An all-electric truck. It's fast. It's got towing capability. That front LED across the front of the car is definitely my favorite feature. It looks so futuristic, and while I'm still not sold on the design, that element is very cool. The other thing that I love about it is what they did with the design of the rear end, namely the cover for the truck bed. So normally with trucks, you've got a squared off rectangular looking bed. They said, no, we're Tesla, we're gonna do something else. We're gonna make it look like a triangle. But more importantly than that, usually you can buy aftermarket bed covers to cover up your belongings so nobody steals them. The Tesla comes with something that looks like an industrial garage door. You know those doors where you pull on the chain and it ratchets up? Well, they've got one of those and it's automated. So it actually rolls up and over the bed and then down underneath out of the way, which I think is, nobody's done that. It's really unique, and nobody's made a car that looks quite like the Cybertruck. Unfortunately, you can't spec one out yet in terms of the wheels, the colors, but once we get home in this car, I'm gonna order one right away. The interior of the truck is something else, to say the least. It's very minimalistic, kind of like the Model 3, has one massive screen in the center, but the dash, it kind of blows my mind. It looks like a marble kitchen top, which I think will be perfect for food vlogs. Set up a nice, well, you can't set up a wine glass because we're driving. Set up a nice, I don't know, some pasta, some spaghetti and meatballs, eat that off, have a mukbang drive-through review. I don't know, it's comical. The car is literally setting itself up for memes, and it's already become a giant meme because, well, look at it. So during the actual presentation of the Tesla truck, there was a couple mishaps. So the car is made from cold rolled steel. It's very, very strong, and they showed how strong it was by whacking the car with a sledgehammer, which was cool. Now, Elon Musk later went on to say that smacking it with that sledgehammer caused slight damage to the windows, which led to what happened next. Now, they're supposed to demonstrate how strong the windows in the Tesla truck are. I believe they're supposed to be able to withstand like a 9mm bullet. I don't really know why you would need that. The majority of the people buying these cars are gonna be in Northern California and Southern California, and the amount of random times you're ending up in a gunfight are probably pretty low when you're driving around in a Tesla. But whatever, they've got it as an option, and to show off the strength of them, they should have just shot a gun at it. That would have been way cooler, but I guess, yeah, hard to do in California. They threw a metal ball at the window to show how strong it was, and it broke the window. And then Elon's standing there like, oh man, that wasn't supposed to happen. And then they go again, throw it at another window, and it breaks again. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that you don't typically see at car reveals that people don't post, but Tesla, obviously everything being live streamed, everyone there with cameras, I imagine that was pretty embarrassing, preparing that and then having it, well, miserably fail. And apparently that delayed the test drives in the car because obviously they had to fix the windshields. Let's head back home and order one of these puppies, shall we? That's the crazy thing. I can just literally order this online. I'm about to buy it with a credit card. A truck. What? Back at home, I love seeing these two beauties next to each other. They are so different in so many ways. The characteristics of driving both, honestly, it's amazing going back to back. All right, wait, what? My McLaren door is open. Lovely. Is this seriously? All right, cool. Time to head inside after I lock that. All right, Model 3, get out of there. Cybertruck time. Cybertruck. I mean, look at the headlights on that thing. It looks ridiculous. It looks better in this picture than it ever has in any other picture. I'll give them that. That picture is a great representation of the child triangle drawing. Some cool info on this, but that's not what we're about to do. We are about to order one. Let's do it. All right, tri-motor all-wheel drive, $69.9. You gotta have, I mean, if you're getting a Tesla, this is really expensive to be honest, but you gotta have full self-driving capability. So we will check that. Is it checked or unchecked? Due today, $100. Check that out, guys. You can buy a Tesla Cybertruck for $100 online on their website. Let's try this out. Here we go. What happens? Does it appear 3D printed right here? Your order is complete. I tried to go back on the page, check out what happens when something has an error on Tesla's website. That is epic. All right, guys, so we just ordered the Cybertruck on a card, which is hilarious. And honestly, it's an interesting strategy for Tesla to have a deposit cost only $100. And this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking because it's such a low barrier to entry, they're hoping they get so many people signing up for the Tesla truck. They've gotten 250,000 pre-orders already, that they're using it to rack in cash so that they can use the cash to continue building the cars that they're already trying to get into production. It'll be interesting to see how many of those 250,000 people actually don't take delivery of the car. Reason being, the car doesn't actually come out till 2021 or 2022. So I just bought a car that's not gonna exist for 3 years. What am I doing? Well guys, with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. On Friday, I'm gonna be picking up the Supra with its upgraded turbo and the Stage 2 VF tune. It should be making crazy power. I can't wait. That car was already so much fun. I miss it. I actually miss that car. It's been gone for a while and I want it back. VF, please finish it up. No, they're taking their time, they're doing it right, and it's gonna be awesome when the product's done. See you guys next video.